explain-y video on the Quattro Plus mattress and power unit from Tally. During this short video we're going to look at the functions of the power unit, explaining what the buttons mean and what they do, and we'll also demonstrate transport mode. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is just to explain to you the default screen as and when your mattress is inflated. Now once your mattress is inflated, it will automatically default to active medium. Now the active just means that the mattress is alternating under the patient in a 1 in 4 cell cycle, and the medium is purely a comfort setting. So what you'll also notice is that you will also get, after 2 minutes of inactivity, a little padlock that will appear on the screen. Now that padlock automatically comes on after 2 minutes for safety reasons, so we will always need to unlock our power unit before we actually can use any of the functions on the power unit itself. So to unlock our power unit, we're going to locate the padlock and we're going to follow it down to the button directly below it, which is a dual function button, and if we press and hold it down until it beeps, that will remove that padlock symbol and it unlocks your power unit. Once your power unit is unlocked, you can then use any of the buttons below to change settings and functions. So let's have a look at changing the comfort setting. So currently it's on medium. If we wanted to change the comfort setting according to our patient preference, then we just use our up and down arrows to do so. And we have 3 comfort settings of soft, medium and firm. So we can come down to soft, and we can use the up arrow to go up to medium and up to firm. And there is a 4th setting we can access by pressing the up arrow, and that's seated. So if we press the up arrow past firm, it will go on to seated. Now, seated is a setting you may use as and when your patient is sat up or profiled in bed, and it just gives them the extra support they need whilst in that seated position. Once they are lying back down again, so once they're out of that seated position, we would just change it back to the active soft, medium or firm according to patient preference. So we'll just use the down arrow to come back down to whatever the chosen setting is. If we move on to the I button, the I just stands for information, and that's information for the service team. So as and when the service team may come and service the power unit, or they may want to look at any faults that may have occurred, they can use that button just to help resolve any problems as quickly as possible. And then moving on to the dual function button, we've already talked about how it can unlock your power unit, but it can also mute any alarms that occur. So if your power unit alarms for whatever reason, you just press the button once and it will mute the alarm. So the button on your far left as you're looking at the screen is our therapy mode button, and that will change your power unit from active to something called continuous low pressure. Now continuous low pressure is a soft static mattress. To change it over, we're just going to unlock our power unit first of all because it's locked itself. So press and hold down that dual function button, and then we're going to press and hold down the far left button until it beeps, and that will change our setting from active to continuous low pressure. And once again, they still have the same comfort settings of soft, medium and firm. To change it back, just do exactly the same thing. We're going to press and hold down the button until it beeps, and it will change it back to active mode. Now, like I said, continuous low pressure is a soft static mattress that you may use for if your patient is, for instance, if they're palliative or if they're end of life, and actually you don't want them to be moved onto another surface, but you don't necessarily want them in that active mode anymore. So you could just step them down onto continuous low pressure at that point. It also might be that your patient is improving, and before you step them down onto a foam mattress, you just want to make sure that the patient can tolerate that type of static surface. Or it could just be that they're a little bit oversensitive to that 1 in 4 cell cycle, so in which case continuous low pressure may be the next best option. And what you'll also notice on the screen is beneath where it says continuous low pressure, you'll have the same comfort settings of soft, medium and firm, and you use the up and down arrows to change those settings accordingly. So, to take it back off of continuous low pressure back into active mode, we're just going to press and hold that button down until it beeps, and it will bring it back to active. And lastly, looking at the far right button, that button says max, and that stands for max inflate. So if we press that button once, the screen will read max inflate, please wait. And what the power unit is doing at this point is pushing as much air into that mattress as possible to create a really firm static surface. And that's the sort of surface you may use to help your patient in and out of bed safely, to support them getting in and out. It might be that you're rolling a patient over during personal care, and so you want that firm surface to give them the support in that respect too. It also could be that they're doing exercises in bed, so really any sort of task where you might need that static surface for, that firm static surface for, you can put it into max inflate. Once it's reached max inflate, it will give you 3 beeps, and after those 3 beeps you have 15 minutes worth of max inflate. Now we limit it to 15 minutes because we don't want your patient on that static surface for too long. So after 15 minutes it will automatically go back to active soft, medium or firm, or continuous low pressure, depending on what your patient had it set on previously. So there's your 3 beeps, and we now have 15 minutes worth of max inflate. Now, if we'd finished with the max inflate mode before the 15 minutes is up, we can manually change it back. So we would just press the max button once and it will bring it back down to whatever setting we had it on previously. If you need more time, then you just press the max inflate button again and it will re-inflate it for a further 15 minutes. So that's all of the buttons and the functions of the power unit explained. If you need any more information, just look at the back of the power unit because all the buttons are explained on the back. Let's have a look at transport mode. So transport mode can be used as and when your patient is being transported somewhere on the mattress. And transport mode, once it's in transport mode, the mattress will basically keep the air inside the mattress without it then deflating onto the patient, and that will be good for approximately 12 hours. So to put your mattress into transport mode, you're just going to take your umbilical and disconnect it from your power unit. You're then going to turn your power unit off. It will beep because it thinks no electricity is getting to it, so just mute the alarm by pressing that dual function button. And then you just put your umbilical at the end of the bed. When your patient returns from wherever it is they've been to, you can then reconnect it, and you just need to reconnect your umbilical by using the green dot on the umbilical, lining it up with the black line on the connector, pushing in and twist to lock in place, and then switch your power unit on. And you can also put your mattress into transport mode in the event of a power cut. So during this mini training video, we have looked at the power unit, the functions of the power unit and what the buttons mean and what they do. And we have also demonstrated transport mode. So I hope you've enjoyed this mini training video. If you need any further information on the Quattro Plus mattress and power unit, please visit our website at tallygroup.com. And you can also visit our YouTube channel where you'll find numerous other videos on the Tally products. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.